So what is up, bosses? It's your boy, Boss Fatwod, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. This, ladies and gentlemen, is episode number 3, and Sayori has just asked me a question. So, I believe the question was like, if Yuri was to ask me to walk home with her, would I walk home with Yuri, or would I stick with Sayori? And once again, I had a thought just like I did for the end of episode 1 to the start of episode 2. This is now the start of episode 3, so I once again had a thought, and I think I'm gonna go with Yuri, just because there's two reasons. So one, Sayori is the person that asked me this. The person, obviously, I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori is this girl here. And two, obviously, out of the 4 girls, we're probably the most friendly with Sayori. We've known her the longest, or maybe we've known Monika the longest, I guess. We're most friendly with Sayori. Doing this, or saying Yuri, will most likely make Sayori feel happier than if we picked her. So, I'm going with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, and that as well, that she's very awkward, so if we actually walk home with her, then we'll make her feel more comfortable as well in the meantime. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with that, what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Yeah, so it's on Monday, right? Who knows what will happen in that time? So I believe it's Friday. Thursday or Friday. Oh, we're doing another poem. Okay, do I do Sayori then, maybe, for this one? I don't know if I go more towards... Do I just go more towards Yuri? But then I feel like we'll be pushing Sayori more away. So I think I'm going to go with Sayori. Once again, I'm just going to look up the words so I can get it correct. And the last one, the perfect thing to describe Sayori is pain. Completely perfect Sayori. There we go, achievement unlocked. So, eventually I do want to do 3, which is just perfect for Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki. It's very annoying because I would have the Yuri one if I didn't mess up the last freaking 3. Oh man, Monika's actually here. That's you being here on time, girl, that's a word that my brain can't freaking think of right now. And the last one here again. Still trying to think of that word? No, that word's gone. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Oh no, they're not early. Brilliant. Oh, there is actually a piano here, I guess. Yeah, so I guess, is that room there? Yeah, you can see my mouse. Is that room there where Natsuki goes to then? You know when they say Natsuki goes into the closet, does she go in there then? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination. I guess passion. We can trick people into thinking that they're going to learn the piano, then come in and make them freaking read a book. Make them read a book to learn how to play piano. There you go. Freaking best of both worlds then. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. So is this day 4 then, I think? Yes, if we've written 3 poems now. Day 1, then we wrote the poem for day 2, then we wrote the second poem for day 3, then we wrote the third poem for day 4. Yeah, this is day 4 now. I'm super happy that you're willing to help out for the festival too. Ah, I can't wait for the festival. Natsuki actually is excited for something, okay? It's gonna be great. Hey? What are you complaining about just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. The music just looped then. That was weird. There's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. A whole day of school where you don't have to do school. Perfect. You don't have to do school. That's my brain. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Speaking of the freaking devil herself, where is she? Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a very specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? Yeah, they're alright. The freaking glow squid's alright as well. You of all people. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because you're all older than her, therefore you're all wrong. That is the freaking logic there for children. It's right in your name. Monica. Do you guys see squid anywhere in Monica? Not seeing the word squid anywhere in that name right there. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. I don't even know what am I missing something? What was the joke meant to be? Was that meant to be funny? I genuinely don't understand. Oh, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Oh yeah, Yuri, you're here. Well, welcome to the freaking party, girl. You've got a word out. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. They've just faded away. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Okay, this is good. She seems to be in a bad mood or just worried about something, so it's good that we've written the poem about her this time. You're spacing out again. Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go towards everyone else. Is something on her mind then? Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Because you're not freaking smiling. It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Yeah, freaking forceful smile. That shows me a big smile. Now let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. What is going on here then? We know about Yuri's whole thing. I wasn't aware that Sayori had a problem as well. The conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Me, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but life is strange 3 times. Have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. Does she's bored, maybe? I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, me. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try to talk to her myself. Are you sure about that? Like that freaking meme? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is me? Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Suri talks about you more than anyone else, you know. You've been so much happier ever since you joined the club. Whoa, she doesn't freaking look like it today. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Suri is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Yeah, but we've always seen her full of sunshine. Funnily enough, we haven't seen her when we haven't been around. It's not like you... The thing is that you only ever see a person when you're... Unless you watch... Like, right now, you're watching this video of me. You can't see me, but you're not with me in the room. You're watching this... You could be watching this in 2030. If you freaking want to. If YouTube is still a thing in 2030, you could see Boss Fatwod 7 or 8 years ago. Not going to do the maths, or I guess Boss Fatwod 9 years ago, Doki Doki plus part 3. Like, you're not in the room with me. Like, right now, I'm not seeing anyone. I am in my room alone. So right now, any one of my family could be doing anything that I've never seen them do. That's the thing. Like, you only see someone when you're with them. As I said, unless you see a video of them doing strange things or whatever. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, me. I guess they're probably going to talk about that now. We thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful, because that's just how she is when she's around you. Exactly as did I make this game? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just gonna announce it now. I made this game. I was the person that came up with this game. I wrote all the dialogue for it, so all the spelling mistakes and everything is definitely my fault. I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I mean, I freaking said it first, girl. I beat you to it, even though, like, right now I'm stopping you from talking. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Also, what are these? Like, we got history here. What's that? Oh, that's a script. That's very cool. So, yeah, skip, auto, save, okay, yeah. So, I just wanted to check to see if I'm missing anything there. Monica smells meaningfully. She said to forget about it. I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. It would be cool if we could actually see them. I guess they're somewhere over there near this locker thing, or maybe behind. I mean, behind actually is just the normal desk, like Monica's desk, I guess. So I guess Natsuki is on that chair there, and then Sayori and Monica somewhere near, like, the door to the classroom, I guess. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. Gently talking to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and not to have fun with everyone else, but she worries about me. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I mean, we can talk to Yuri or Natsuki, maybe, or let me rephrase that, we can talk to Yuri if we want. I glance around the room. There we go. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. Did we read the first 2 chapters of that book like Yuri told us to do for freaking homework? I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. You bothered me when I sat next to you. That's very freaking logical, isn't it, girl? We actually didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. No, Sayori wants to be alone with her thoughts, girl. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. It wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. No, not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. Not yet. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concerns of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. If you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. So sorry, I didn't mean to say anything stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Maybe she sees it as more than that, but then obviously she knows that we don't. Oh, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Me. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Is the game like, as in, we wrote the poem about Sayori, that's why Sayori's doing this, and then maybe something different would happen if we wrote it about Natsuki, maybe, and then we can see in her closet and then what she does in there? Potentially, is it that in-depth? That's what I was trying to think of. Is the game that in-depth, maybe? I don't think so. I don't remember it being before, but maybe it is now with the new 6 stories? Do you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviour today too, and also feel some concern for her. In your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess? You don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that. You would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, like I am in real life. So I think, I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay then. Okay everyone, we did reading I guess. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? I think there's Monica first again, just doing that consistently and letting her tell me who the best person is. I don't think that going to Sayori first would be good. I think that with the whole Monica-Sayori situation as well, we'd want to go with Monica first, so then we don't say the wrong thing and then Monica can maybe, one, give us advice on the poem and who'd show it to you first. I know it's Sayori because I got the achievement saying it's a perfect poem for Sayori, but also give us advice as to what to say to Sayori. Once again, no idea if it's this in depth, but this is what you do in real life, so therefore I will go with Monica. I treat games like they are real life, with especially like Life is Strange, the Dark Pictures, Doki Doki, stuff like that. Choice-based games, always play them like you would in real life, or always respond to the situation like you would in real life. So, hi me. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, potentially something to do with Sayori, right, just to make her feel welcome. Being in this club is one thing. Performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Oh, she's not going to say anything about Sayori. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. Oh, that's kind of exaggerating it. I mean, she's still nice about it, so it's nothing negative that I spoke about, which is good. Yeah, probably. You do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Not really anymore. Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I mean, to be fair, we spent a lot of time with Yuri today and especially yesterday as well. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. I've spoken to Yuri quite a freaking bit, how dare you? Natsuki's really the only one that she's just pushing herself away from me at the moment. I'm not really going too in-depth with her yet, because I can obviously just load back in and then do her stuff later. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh no, it's not like that. I mean, we did this is weird. The game's usually good with knowing stuff, but I spoke to you a lot about the freaking Sayori situation. I mean, that was scripted. That wasn't a choice in anything, so that's weird. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything, an old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victims of the currents of the wind. Okay, there's probably a deeper meaning in there somewhere, but I'm too stupid to know. You know. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. It was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Aha, you surprised? I mean, we didn't, because obviously we wrote this one about Sayori, so I guess it's all gonna be I guess it's like 20% sad because she likes dark stuff sometimes and sad stuff sometimes, like the bittersweet thing we spoke about in the last episode. I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yes, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Best part of the game here we go. You ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? No. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put that much into. Not really. If you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. I guess that's correct. Because instead of just telling you your writing is good or okay or bad, tell them they're freaking awful and they should give up. I want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, so I guess Sayori next. Forgot to freaking save, brilliant. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice. This is good, putting her in a good mood. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Hey, of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Something's going on, definitely. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face while I write. Hey, me. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. In the end, yeah? I guess you're the only one who likes this one the most. I guess you're the one that likes this the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with anyone else? I did. Freaking yesterday. Wait. Of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori. No, me. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori, I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed. Sayori. I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what would cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, me. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. So we knew this already, that she'd much prefer if I gone with the other people, I guess, better than her. Yeah, now I think about it, I don't know why I wrote one. I guess it's for the achievement's sake. I mean, I guess that's good. But if it means the story's now negative, then it probably wasn't worth it. The smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, I could take that very freaking badly, knowing where this game's gonna end up. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I don't like where this is going. I really don't like where that's going. Yuri. I mean, Natsuki I'm always gonna leave till last, because obviously we're not on great terms. I see. I think you're improving at writing in general, me. But I can't help but feel a little bit foolish. What for? Just... I feel like you keep trying to offer advice, when it should have been clear to me that you prefer a different writing. I've really messed up here. I have really freaking messed up. I probably just sounded arrogant. I'm so stupid. Yuri, that's a little... No. You don't understand. I spend so much time worrying about what's better and what's worse. Not just with you, with Natsuki and Sayori. It's obvious now why nobody has fun when talking to me. And because of that, it feels like they've just completely forgotten everything that happened yesterday. I'll just keep my mouth shut about your poem. Yuri buries her head into her arms on our desk. It's not the first time I've seen her do that. I don't think it's ever as bad as you make it sound in your head. I think if people really didn't like talking to you, then it would be a lot more obvious. I think you like to read deeply into things. But some things are just worth taking at face value. I've gotten so used to it. It's a little hard for me to comprehend any other possibility. Gotten used to what? Reading deeply into things. Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry. I never meant to bring this up. Yuri turns away from me. You should go. Please. Please don't look at me right now. I want to do some thinking. You sure? Yes, alright. I leave Yuri be. Commenting or reassuring her is nearly impossible as it is. So when she wants to be alone, I think anything I say could only make things worse. I feel bad, but thankfully she doesn't take it out on me. I wait until she's feeling a little bit better. I've really messed up here. I'm not gonna load or anything, I didn't want to do that. But I've really messed up here. Like, if I just wrote about Yuri, Sayori would have been fine, and Yuri would have been fine. Everything would have been as good as it was. This one's alright. I mean, we don't really mind about Natsuki right now. Well, yeah. It doesn't blow me away. There's nothing I really hate about it. It's not just really my style. I mean, that's fine. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. You never really struck me as her type. Yuri has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. The thing of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. I'll be your beach. Brilliant. Keep it frickin' family friendly, please. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears. I really like this soundtrack that actually happens when you read the poem. It's cool. That diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place. A beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Just bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Deceive your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Lovely, yeah. I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message. I mean, you wrote about someone hating spiders and you not being friends with them, so I guess that's fair. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. I mean, the beach is alright. It's just that freaking blue liquid that I'm not a big fan of. The things that are freaking inside of it. I'd rather stay well away from that freaking liquid right now. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. You did you? Because Yuri wrote about cutting herself, right? And you wrote was the spider one yesterday. I don't know, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Yeah, we didn't actually read Yuri's poem either, did we? Or did we read Sayori's either? We read Monica's, we didn't read Sayori's or Yuri's. That's a bit of a problem. I see. I don't really have much to contribute here since I did actually read Yuri's. Oh yeah, since I didn't actually read Yuri's poem. You can really see her doing that too. Oh, okay, so they wrote about the same thing today then. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. But it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okay, well that's all done already. Jesus Christ, that is the quickest. Okay, you three. We're all done with sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? What? Let me go back to the history. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Okay, no, nothing strange there. You three? Does she maybe not know that Sayori's gone? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yeah, with Sayori, right? In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Yuri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? Did she not tell you? I thought she just went to pee. Lasky, please show some decency. Oh, come on. So Monika's the only one here now that knows potentially what's going on with her. He actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Oh no, first of all, stop misunderstanding the friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of avoiding me lately, so I didn't want to force it. Whatever that means. The curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I told her earlier and everything is fine. Don't think that's true? What did she say? I wonder if we're actually gonna have different things on here. That's why I checked this when Natsuki or Yuri said Monika said something weird. I wanted to check to see if the history log or I guess the chat log would say something different, maybe like some messed up text or something like that, whatever. Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I'm going to be playing some Minecraft and Call of Duty Mobile. That's what I'll be doing. I mean, is it Sunday now? Yeah, Sunday. So the weekend's nearly over. I mean, another 10 weeks until children go back to school. So yay, freaking summer holidays. Amazing when you're not in school anymore. Brilliant. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And that's for myself. I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Yuri will be helping me design them if she freaking returns. And that's for Yuri. Yuri, you can do Sayori's job because she is not going to be freaking returning. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Read a book? I'm useless. Yeah, that's the freaking problem. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit. I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that may be the case. If I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So yeah, Sayori is really the leader, right? And then Monika took over it from Sayori, potentially? So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know, so do the freaking writing on the pamphlets then. You used to make awesome banners. Awesome. Can you make me a new YouTube banner, please? Thank you very much. Greatly freaking appreciated. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Well, the atmosphere? I'm about that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that's right. Like making her feel part of the group, like a big part of the group. That just leaves you, me. Yeah, I already said, Minecraft and COD Mobile. That's all I'm gonna be freaking doing, mate. The one who is truly useless. Ah, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You'd always help me out as well. Would really appreciate all of that. Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with Run on my club? Oh, that's what that means. I wonder if they're going to respond to a suggestion like that. Ah, I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Me may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, you may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? It's more like you're just making excuses for me to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? But what do you think? Guys, let's just settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to me to decide. Oh, really? It's up to me where I go. Really? I didn't freaking expect that. It's up to me to decide who he'd like to contribute. Besides, Let me get my mouse out of the way because I freaking had trouble getting rid of it on the thumbnail. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Me, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case... Everyone looks straight at me. Of course I'm going to go, oh, for God's sake. Oh, Sayori's an option. Oh, it's too early in the video to freaking stop. I don't like this. This is my worry, like having a big thing like this to do. I don't know. Natsuki, I think, is just out of it. I don't think I'm going to bother with her at all. It's probably too late now to actually go with her for anything. The thing is that I want to do Sayori. I want to see what's happening with her, but then Monica, I also, because we haven't done anything with Monica yet, and she's still on good terms, but then Yuri pushed me away as well. So I think really it should be Yuri or Sayori. I don't know. I don't freaking know. I think I'm going to go with Sayori, and then most likely I think that's just going to end, because I think you can get the game to end early if you make weird choices. Oh, but then Sayori said that she wanted me, she'd prefer if I freaking go with someone else. Oh, I don't know. And then she said about Natsuki or Yuri. But then if I don't go with Monica, I haven't done anything with her yet. If I go with Sayori, Yuri would hate me more, and Sayori would hate me more because she told me to go with other people. But then I want to see what happens with Sayori. This is difficult. Oh, I don't know. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to go with Yuri now, and then I might make a separate episode that's not with it because I want to see what happens with Sayori. I'm not really bothered, right? I mean, actually, yeah. Well, eventually I will just do everything, so I think, yeah, it's just, this obviously is the choice that matters because the first choice that I make is the only choice that matters. It doesn't matter if I come back here in 7 years' time and go with Natsuki. That's not going to be my first choice, so it doesn't matter. That's just me seeing what happens if I go with her. So I think out of all of these three, I've had the most luck with Yuri getting friends. So I did save. It's done. It's freaking done. No going back. Well, there is going back now, but no going back for this playthrough. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, me? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then Monica hopefully will appreciate that. I think Natsuki's the only one that won't because Monica was saying that Yuri pushes herself away. So I think it's most important to get on Yuri's good side because she's the only one, or at least the one that feels the most outside of the group. She's just been given this big role to feel like she's part of the group, and then I've offered to help her. So that's good as well. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. It's just Monica. I don't know if I guess Sayori as well. I don't know. I don't freaking know. My brain's all over the place. I think your assistant would be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you'll be able to handle the baking yourself. Yeah, Monica's alright with it. I mean, yeah, I already said it would be fine. Well, another reason to go with Yuri then. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited to go to home? Yes, I go home every day usually. It's very exciting. Well, excited may not be the right word. I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. You feel the same way? Me? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why me picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing I do for the event will compare to that, so... Oh, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback. Okay, my responsibility, as I said, I made this game, so my responsibility, taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. And I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciate that. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yes. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Awesome. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Will I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Instead of me just guessing where you live, yeah, that's usually what you freaking do in the 21st century. Don't have freaking carrier pigeons anymore. Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday, okay? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Yeah, so Yuri's gonna instead bring everything to my house instead of me just bringing my body to her house. That's freaking logical, isn't it? I suppose that makes sense. If you don't mind. I think I would prefer going to your house. Yeah, she's trying to hide something. Right. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way. So I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, me. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me, because Natsuki is annoying. Monica, yeah, then again, probably should have gone with her, I don't know. I mean, Sayori, they didn't know that Sayori was a choice. There was only two options there, so 50-50 at the end of the day. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. Yuri wanted me to point out when you're overthinking. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. There's a strain into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Oh yes, it would have been nice if Sayori was here to see. Okay, I just said yeah. I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Okay, I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've got pretty used to handling her at this point. Yeah, that's good, because we know her. Obviously, if we pick Natsuki, or Monica, or I guess just Natsuki, no idea what she likes, no idea what sort of person she is really, apart from the scripted events of her, and obviously showing her the poem and me, her showing me her poem. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it, which is good. Either way, like she should be looking forward to it. Is this a chance to have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Probably too early. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. I was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club earlier that day. That is very worrying then. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings above other people, I guess I said. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. I reach Sayori's house, which is very freaking nice looking. I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's house, like we were family. House is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head out to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Okay, we're fine. All good. False a freaking alarm. Jesus Christ, my heart was pounding then. By me. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Is that why? I guess you're right. Hopefully, I really hope we're going to tell her about Yuri's visit. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Yuri's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animal and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Oh, she knows already, hell yes. Yes, but... Wait, how do you know that? So Yuri had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Oh, so it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. That's weird. There's more silence between us. Yuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So? Yuri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, me. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You've really put me in a trap, me. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you? I'm pretty sure I know already. I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Yeah, I knew it. Did you know that? Why did you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori keeps this from me the entire time that I've known her? I guess just because me joining the club is just overwhelming, potentially? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. So I guess Monica knows about this now then, so I guess Monica's gonna be trying to help Sayori as well. You don't understand at all, me. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to take care of me or try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat's being swung against my head. I feel like there's probably wasn't a lot of options not to have this outcome, right? That's why I wanted so bad for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Well, I've done that with Yuri, and I guess Monica as well, but then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and getting closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. Know me, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could help me is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Here's street down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah, me. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Are we going to bring her to our house with Yuri? That might be the best thing to do, right? Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Me. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. All I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally pulls her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, me. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow, yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yes. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yes. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'll be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Yeah, I very much so hope I will see you tomorrow, Sayori. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I don't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yes, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to end the saddest episode of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus so far. I really hope the Sayori doesn't do the thing I think she's going to do. I am not going to mention it on the YouTubes because that is not good. You guys most likely do know what I'm talking about. I do hope that everything is alright with her, and I do feel like I still messed up in this episode, so I sincerely apologize. I know this is a game to take seriously, and I definitely did mess up with writing about Sayori. I will definitely go with Yuri next time, unless Monica just appears in the list potentially at some point. I don't know. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to end episode number 3 of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. As usual, there'll be a link in the description if you want to help yourself. But for now, hopefully you've enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, subscribe if you are brand new. As for the boy, Boss Fatwod, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, peace.